Jesus! I think you need to leave. What the f? Just go. Oh yeah, there's something there. What is that? Oh, if that was happening to me, just leave. At the end of the day, just leave. Like, they're saying they don't want you there. Bang, bang, bang. Get the f, go home before they kill you. They gave you many warnings. I do not like that. I don't like paranormal activity. Don't like ghosts. They're going to kill.
So there is actually somebody here who's trying to show themselves. If it's you, can you sit on the sofa next to me?
Love this accent.
If I move up, I'll give you room. Would you be able to sit down, make yourself comfortable?
Oh! What the f that? What was flapping? I did not like that. It was like he sat down and was tapping, like, come closer, mister. I'm here. Let's get frisky. That's freaky. No, thank you. I wouldn't want to invite anyone to sit next to me. Human, I don't want sitting next to me, let alone a ghost or a spirit or a demon. No, thank you. He's probably dead now. I liked his accent though. That's kind of like what I used to sound like when I used to live in the north. I'm on top of the wall, looking out at all the wildlings. Sounds like Game of Thrones. Bucket. Oh, there's a ghost on the sofa with him.
Nossa, você viu? Oi! Nossa! Ai, cara do céu! Meu Deus, Sandro! Meu Deus do céu, cara! Escutou barulho aqui? Nossa, só vi, tipo, arredou um nós, mano. Mas você escutou a porta ali? A porta mexeu. Cara do céu, arredou um negócio nesse quarto aqui, mano.
In one of the rooms, we can see the full figure of a ghost watching them.
Where? Oh wait, was that ghost on the right hand side in white? Yeah! Oh, that was the perfect pause, Chris. Well done. You can see the glowing eyes. That's some scary, that's like It Followed. It's like the tall man with the weird eyes coming in the room. Because that person looks tall as f. That is not a normal human-sized person. That is a giant. And you can't tell me otherwise.
That night.
Oh, I saw a creepy face. Was that just me? Am I making things up? 10.
Did you notice anything?
Yes, I did.
Look again.
I saw a creepy pale face, like me. There was someone.
Something was standing behind the tree, was peeking at Mel here. It's really unclear at what exactly we are looking at here. Some people believe it to be an alien. Others say it might be a paranormal encounter with an apparition from another plane.
To be fair, it kind of just looks like me. Pale with dark hair. Although my hair isn't that dark. But it kind of looks like me. Again, same vibes. Creepy creep behind a tree, creepy creep behind a wall. Always creeping, always watching, never touching. You f***er. Oh, what is that? Bat? Oh, I don't like the movements of this camera. Someone's coming. I feel it. Someone's there. Ah! Stop. Stop moving so fast, you f***. Stop moving so fast. You're scaring me. That's what you get. If he had just moved the camera normally, been pretty calm, he wouldn't have seen that weird demon child person thing. But he was being too frantic. No one should move a camera like this. It freaks me the f out. And I knew someone was coming. I knew because he was like this. Don't do that and demons won't come. I'm on edge. No. Ah! Stop. Are they in Photoshop? Okay. Oh, this isn't live. Oh, Okay, I felt better when I realized it wasn't live. I thought that person was just like about to creep out. That was scary. I didn't like that. I forgot what video I was reacting to, and then I realized it's a try not to jump challenge. And then I'm already on edge. I feel like I'm gonna fall off this box because I've already fallen down the stairs this morning. There's too much going on. I'm on edge. My brain hurts. But that was creepy. There's always someone. There's so many videos like that where it's someone like half by a wall, at the wall again. Someone always creeping. Little shadow figure.
So this is our backyard. There's the shed in our backyard and then little garage area. And this way is where our actual garage is, where I walked from. If you look right there, right there.
Ooh, there's someone walking.
See, I'm right here. That's the top of my thinning hair head, and there's something walking, or whatever, back there. And you can see me flash my light, and I had been flashing my light everywhere. And unfortunately, I didn't. Oh, I went over there. Yeah, see, and there's nothing. I didn't see anything while I was there.
Creepy. How do I know if there's not a second door on the right hand side? Maybe it was a person. Maybe they dropped down to cover, you know? This could very well be a person. It looked like a person. Or it's a ghost who loves your garage. I don't know, but it's not all about you, okay?
Really creepy.
How is he filming this? What am I looking at? Is that the back of his head? Oh no, that's behind him. Think there might be a shadow figure in the background, but I cannot confirm. I'm just trying to guess as to what is the logical answer and what he's freaking out about. I can't really see clearly. You guys probably can, and you're probably angry that I haven't seen it. I think there was a shadow figure in the back, in which case I'd be creeped out too. But I also wouldn't be there because, you know, you shouldn't go out at night. Only idiots go out at night. Unless you're in a group and you're partying.
This is insane. I know. There's got to be somebody in here with us.
Oh, don't say that. There is someone in there with you. I see them.
He's just got to be.
There's that room that's over there, right? When you were looking at that.
You want to go? Oh, there's an elevator shaft over here. Let's go. I swear I thought I heard something right here.
Behind one of the pillars, we can see someone dressed in black who is looking at them.
Yeah, facts. There is someone hiding behind the wall and they don't want to be seen, but they want to watch. Some people don't want to be seen, but they always want to be watching you. That is called a voyeur. Learning with Lucy, episode 3. That's creepy. Oh, what am I looking at? Oh, I didn't even see anything. Do you see something? Oh, I see something. Oh, I feel like I'm watching the same video on repeat. All the ghosts are hiding behind the walls. Come out, be bold, be confident. Embrace yourself. Love yourself.
Imagine a planet so dense that diamond is as abundant there as limestone is on Earth. Well, approximately 4,000 light years away, deep in the Auriga constellation, is WASP-12b, a planet where that is exactly the case. You'd better get in there quick though, because the planet is being literally devoured by its own sun. WASP-12b orbits its star at a distance of only 3.4 million kilometers. I know that sounds like a lot, but it's less than 1/44th of the distance between the Earth and our sun. As a result, the planet is being ripped to shreds.
Oh my god. Imagine if that was the case for Earth and our sun was just ripping us to shreds? No thanks. I'm also scared of the sun. Like not scared of it, but I have thought like what if all of a sudden it explodes? You know, we would just be gone in like a second. Or like what if the sun just like stopped? Then it would be complete darkness and we'd freeze to death. So, I'm telling you, Earth and space is a scary place, and I just rhymed and I didn't mean to. She's a poet and she doesn't even know it.
2015, we got more than we bargained for. That exact night, an asteroid flew by Earth,
hate asteroids.
which on its own is nothing new, as we constantly see a rain of asteroids that don't make it near our atmosphere. However, this asteroid was all but normal. Its orbit was just outside of our moon, but it was the shape that really blew people's minds. once you take a good look at the surface of this asteroid that would have made a 6-mile wide dent in our planet, you see it has a face.
Another face?
And not just any face. The face of a skull. A bad omen? Perhaps.
Oh, hell no. That thing is gonna circle around and come crash down and kill us. I'm calling it now. Can we knock on wood? I just knocked on wood. That is, asteroids and like meteors, they scare the crap out of me because again, they could just come down and, you know, we're done. The fact that it has a skull? Yeah, that thing means harm. It's coming right at us. It missed once, but it's circling back around and it's gonna, woo, no thank you.
But there's one in a galaxy about 2 billion light years away, which has a colossal magnetic field that's generating the highest known electric current in the universe. Thanks, nature. The galaxy in question is 3C303, and the current at its heart was discovered by scientists at the University of Toronto in 2011. At 1 quintillion amps, which is 1 with 18 zeros, the current is the equivalent of 1 trillion bolts of lightning, or enough to power all of Earth's light bulbs for 12 billion years. It's thought that the current is being driven out into space as far as 150,000 light years away. Considering that the Milky Way galaxy has a radius of only 100,000 light years, that's pretty damn far.
Wow, that's pretty damn strong. Its electric force can power how many light bulbs? A lot. Wow, and it was discovered here in Toronto by the University of Toronto. That's why I was clapping. Way to go for us Torontonians. Wow, that's cool. If there was a way to that we could harness that energy from whatever it was they were talking about, that'd be sick. You know, all our problems would be solved. We'd just take that energy and then just have so much energy all the time. I don't know what I'm trying to sound smart and scientific, but it's not working. So we're just gonna move on.
It's said that we look for faces in anything. On toast, in clouds, this dog's butt. But in 1976, scientists found a face on Mars. That's right. Once you take a close look at the rock formation it's found on, it's uncanny. It seems as if a mask resembling a human face had just been left behind by some ancient civilization waiting to be found. Though it may not look like it, the entire face is roughly 1 mile or 1.6 kilometers across.
That's a big face. That's terrifying. It literally looks like a face. Like maybe there was a colony on Mars. They had statues and stuff like that, and then something happened and that's just the remnants of it, of the statue. Or it's some really big, giant human person that got buried on Mars, but that doesn't sound likely. So, but that is pretty creepy that there's a face on Mars. I think we gotta explore that more. I think there's more to it. We gotta dive in deeper there. I gotta know what it really is.
Black holes on their own are probably the scariest thing we've heard of as kids. To start, a black hole is a void that has a gravitational pull so strong that light can't even get out. It's the epitome of space mystery wrapped into a huge vortex of terror. Now, add to this the fact that astronomers have now found that there's such a thing as wandering black holes.
Oh no.
That's right. These terrifying vortexes, straight out of the interstellar realm, can travel and suck up anything that gets in their way at a speed of, get this, 5 million kilometers per hour.
We're done.
That's like a space
We're
tornado
done.
on steroids.
Oh my god, we're done. If that thing ever travels near us, we're done in like a second. I'm telling you, I do not like black holes. And it's like, oh yeah, it just travels. It travels really fast and it can suck things up really fast. But you know, there's no need to worry, right? God, that's what he needs to say to us. He needs to reassure us that we're not gonna die from these super massive traveling black holes.
Officially the darkest planet that NASA has ever discovered. It sits about 750 light years away in the constellation of Draco, orbiting the catchily named star GSC 03549 02811, also known as Kepler-1 to its friends. It's a gas giant with a similar composition to Jupiter and orbits Kepler-1 at a relatively intimate 5 million kilometers. TRES-2b reflects less than 1% of all light that hits it, which is less than coal or black acrylic paint. Adding to its spookiness, it's actually a mystery as to why the planet is so damn dark. One potential explanation is that the gases that make up its surface, vaporized sodium, potassium, or gaseous titanium oxide, absorb all the light.
That's pretty cool. That's not scary. That's cool. Just like a super dark, pitch black planet that no one knows anything about. That's cool. I'm here for it. As long as it's several light years away and, you know, poses no threat to Earth, then that's fine. It's just chilling. Why are we judging it on its color? Huh?
This cluster, which sits 320 million light years away, contains thousands of galaxies. But you can't actually see any of them here. Instead, what you're looking at is a 50 million degree cloud of intra-cluster gas. It's thought that the ghoulish form was created by a supermassive black hole at the cluster center, with the holes in the gas created by colossal explosions of energetic particles. Similarly spooky is the so-called ghost hand of God, a glowing green hand reaching through space to grab a red cloud of light. This eerie sight is actually a pulsar wind nebula, which was produced by the remnants of a star that exploded in a supernova millions of years ago.
Okay. There's so many words in this that I don't understand. They're like pulsar wind nebula. I don't know anything about space, so he makes it seem like it's spooky, so I'm gonna go that it's spooky. But I've heard about the ghost hand. It just looks eerie, like it's just a creepy, like zombie skeletal hand grabbing a red cloud. Looks terrifying. Does it pose a threat? Not sure. I don't think so. There's just a big bunch of super galactic words in there that I don't understand, but that's cool.
This super-Earth, aptly named 55 Cancri E, and some 40 light years away from Earth, is twice the size of our planet in radius, but has one side permanently facing its star. This means that on this planet, you have to travel to the other side to get a good night's sleep. The disturbing part about it is that on the day side, temperatures reach 4,400 degrees Fahrenheit, and though the night side is about half that, it's still an extremely hot planet in which there's no atmosphere or wind to regulate temperature.
Well, good thing we're not living there because we would die, so that means nothing to us. Literally, it's pretty, I find it interesting. I find it interesting, okay? Again, as long as it doesn't pose a threat and it's far, far away and it's doing nothing, it's just chilling in its little orbit, then that's cool. You know, you guys can go investigate it. Also, I find it really cool how they, you know, have the ability to like check out what's out there like 4 billion light years away and stuff. Don't know how they do it, but they do. Okay, that's magic. I'm telling you right there. That is magic. How do they do it? I don't know. I really don't know. Little microscope, little sonar technology. I sound stupid, yeah.
At around 330 million light years across, it represents around 0.27% of the observable universe and is an incredibly large region of space. Often referred to as a supervoid, it's around 700 million light years away from us and is remarkably empty. Current estimates suggest it only has around 60 galaxies in it, whereas a similarly sized region in
only
most other parts
60
of the universe
galaxies
would be expected to have around 2,000 galaxies. To put this into perspective, if our galaxy, the Milky Way, was in the center, it would only have been in the past few decades that we've had any idea that other galaxies actually existed.
Bro, I'm so confused at everything he just said. All I know is that it's a void. And we gotta avoid it. Seriously. Wow, I don't know anything about space. And I thought I was pretty knowledgeable. I've done videos on space, but voids. Spooky business, spooky business.
The star, which is around 1,470 light years from Earth, sometimes dims by as much as 22%, which raises the question of what could be blocking it. One of the leading theories is that there's a partially built Dyson sphere around it, with the civilization
I was thinking like Dyson vacuum
already benefiting from the huge amounts of energy. Could the star's strange behavior be truly the result of an alien megastructure, or something we're yet to discover that causes the same effect? Only further studies will reveal the truth for sure.
Aliens! I just thought of that ancient aliens meme with the guy with the hair and he's like, aliens. Do aliens exist? Do you believe in aliens? Let me know in the comments below. I've done videos on aliens and I'm mind blown, okay? I think there's aliens among, actually I'm not gonna say that because people are like, she's a believer in aliens. I don't know what I believe, okay? Am I open to the idea of aliens? Sure, why not? Okay, because life is crazy. Our world is crazy, okay? We are on an Earth which is just a spinning ball with the sun and other planets. Can somebody explain this? And we're just rotating around, seriously. Like if you really just sit there and think about it, you're like, what the heck is life? See, I could do a whole video of just me ranting that's just like, what is life? What is this? Like, we were just a thing of rock and then earth and water and animals and now us and evolution. I'm just throwing out words there that makes me sound smart. You guys put the puzzle pieces together. But think about it. We are like we're floating in the middle of this big thing and it's terrifying. And if you guys don't realize that, then do more research on space because it's crazy. Mind blown. Seriously. I'm scared. I have my heart palpitations right now. Like, the sun is just hot. I'm just going on. But like, no, I'm just, like literally, Chris, I'm gonna go crazy. Think about it. We're just on this floating object in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, I sound crazy.
It appeared in the Zaytun district of Cairo, Egypt, and led to a lot of controversy over time. The first to notice the apparition was Farouk Muhammad Atwar, a bus mechanic, along with 2 other men. Positioned just out of St Mary's Coptic Church, the group of men all believed to have seen a woman jump to her death. The police were called to the scene, and by the time they arrived, a massive crowd had gathered outside the church, all claiming to have seen the same thing. As there was no body, the police denied the events. So what did they all see?
It's very creepy. Now this I cannot explain, because this is truth. I feel it in my bones. This is clearly a woman who was already dead, a ghost haunting the building, jumping to her death. Maybe that's how she died in reality. There's a castle in Devon, where I'm from, in the UK, called Berry Pomeroy, and people have said they see a woman in white, or a woman in red, do something similar. But it's because how she died. I could be making that up, but there's ghosts, that's facts.
By paranormal forces, the user states, full cans of beer were found all over the floor one morning at the brewery where I work. None were exploded or otherwise damaged. After checking the footage, a cooler door was captured swinging open and the cans are seen rolling across the floor at nearly 3 AM. Thoughts?
Ooh. Oh my god. Well, this is clearly a demon that wants to get his drink on. Nothing wrong with that. I will do the same when I am deceased. I will still be drinking in bars. You can see the invisible force, moving the bottles, pushing things. Everyone just wants to drink at the end of the day, so let them, even if they're dead.
This behaviour eventually escalated to extreme violent mood swings, in which he lashed out at family members. In one instance, he even attempted to bite his own father. After this violent incident, Kennedy's family confronted him about his bizarre behaviour. He told them that there was a seed inside of him that was growing into a serpent. Kennedy seemed incredibly agitated about this, even attempting on several occasions to mutilate himself with a knife to dig out the offending seed. He also rambled about the mark of the beast, the number 666 being on him.
Yikes. I mean, this is a clear case of possession, even though possession isn't real. This is a clear case of demonic possession. A guy possessed by the demon, probably Pazuzu, wants to eat his father's flesh.
Pay attention to the man and woman riding on the motorbike in the middle of the screen.
Huh?
Out of nowhere, this happens.
What?
Another rider suddenly appears in front of them without warning.
Huh? Where the f*** they come
We
from?
get a view of them the entire time, and at no point do we see the other rider. Many are saying this can be filed into the category of another glitch in the Matrix that was caught on camera.
I think it's like that video we've seen in the past where it was like 2 women walking at the same time, but it looked like one just appeared out of nowhere. This, as they're turning, the other biker, because there's a whole gang of bikers over there. Everyone's on their moped. Like, what the f***? It's not even cool anymore. But he's coming past the van, and as they're turning, it's at the same time, but as they cross the screen is when they're behind them. It's just happening all at the same time, hence why we did not see the person in the back.
Oh, what this is? Imagine looking up into the evening sky to see something like this. It makes no noise and doesn't appear to be flying. A large, solid black craft hovering across the horizon. Some say it was a UFO craft, maybe an alien species observing the planet from above.
What? Honestly, this German guy kind of aggravates me because it's like, whoa, look at this thing. It's clearly a UFO. Aliens? It makes no noise. Yeah, it looks like a f***ing balloon. Like that. No wonder it's not making noise. It doesn't look that big. It looks like a balloon, a black balloon, or some kind of like bag floating away. It doesn't look big. I don't look at that and think, aliens, you know?
British Major John V. Crisp decided to investigate. Crisp cautiously approached the plane and opened its hatch. Inside, he made a startling discovery. The interior of the plane was empty. According to Crisp, he located partially eaten food, suggesting that the plane had recently been occupied. However, there were no people, alive or dead, and the plane's parachutes hadn't been used. How had the plane flown and landed without a crew? The military began investigating and eventually discovered that the plane's crew was alive and well at a base in Belgium. They reported that the plane had been damaged, so they set it on autopilot and bailed.
This video was quite confusing. I also feel like they tricked me at the beginning. They made it seem like this plane was flying with no pilot or co-pilot. And I was like, that's pretty damn impressive. That's amazing. Good for you. But the plane landed and the crew were gone. Why freak out? Everyone goes home at the end of the day. When I was younger, I used to think teachers slept in school, you know?
The reflection on the screen, and you'll see it.
Is that a floating cat?
For a split second, an odd-shaped being creature was seen before it quickly dashes off. Looking at something like this, you can't help but wonder what that could have been. Some kind of unknown creature, or even possibly a demon?
I can't with this German guy and his content. Like, he makes a mountain out of a molehill. Like that balloon floating in the sky, gotta be a UFO. What is this strange creature in the background? It's clearly, clear as day, a cat being held up and moved. Am I just on a different level today? Is this not known to people? Am I just heightened senses? Maybe I did get powers overnight.
Alien Races has marketed itself as a supposed treasure trove of secret Russian KGB information.
What?
Thought to have originally been written in 1946 as a manual to inform KGB agents of the various alien races that have already visited Earth, the text was said to have eventually been translated from Russian into English by a former European Special Forces sergeant named Dante Santori. Collecting first-hand accounts of long covered-up alien encounters as well as Russian documents guarded by the KGB, this book is full of information.
Not gonna lie to you, I did space out during that video. But what I can piece together from what I half absorbed is that the KGB have a book on aliens and they're confirming to us that aliens do in fact exist. I mean, which we already know, because at the end of the day, we're either completely alone or we're not. And being alone is a little more scary, you know? I hope there's aliens out there that could potentially suck me into their spacecraft and probe me. What a fun time that would be.
A little mad because this was the third time I told them they needed to be in bed, since they have school in the morning. The thing is, the noises were coming from the baby's room. I thought maybe they woke up to check on their sister. So then I decided to check the baby monitor. Please tell me what's in the top left corner.
The video then ends. Now let's look at the baby monitor a bit closer.
What the f? I feel like I've seen this video before, but just the close-up of the baby monitor. Unless this is a completely different video and there's many demons that haunt babies. But that's creepy. I would take that baby and I would leave. Anyway, that's terrifying. I would not be in that house after seeing that, that's for sure. Also, just smash the baby monitor. You don't need it. Don't look. Never look. There's always demons.
We see the elderly woman on screen, either posing for her picture to be taken, or for a video. She has no idea that a ghostly apparition would appear to walk past her. Many commented that it was the after image of her dead husband that was caught on camera. Based on the height and movement, it appears to be a person, but we can't explain how they are transparent.
It certainly looks like someone, almost like a reflection of someone walking past. I mean, if someone's filming a screen, it kind of looks like they might be walking behind them, but then you would see them on her face. So it's clearly behind her. Could be the dead husband. At first I was going to say probably a husband in the background, but he's dead, so now it kind of makes sense. Also, the woman did not look like she wanted to be there or on camera at all. It's like someone had a gun to her head and was like, I'm going to film you. Just like that.
The manager of a hotel near the Niagara Falls, Shane Sova, witnessed what he believes to be a triangular-shaped UFO near his room. He and his security guard reported it to the authorities, but didn't hear anything back until about a week later when something strange happened. Security camera footage from the hotel lobby caught the images of two mysterious men walking in and asking to speak to him. Witnesses described them as being tall, virtually identical to each other, and missing features such as eyelashes, eyebrows, and
aliens.
hair. They were also said to have
aliens.
Unusually large eyes. They asked the receptionist to speak to Sova, but he wasn't there. She said that she felt that they knew exactly what she was thinking.
Okay, they got visited by the Men in Black.
That is insane. So they're like, oh my god, that's a UFO. They call it in. And the aliens are like, oh shoot, they're on to us. So they dress up as humans,
which did not go well because you could tell that they were not humans.
Like he said, they were missing features. That's insane. And they did look a little tall and skinny and weird. Also, if they were trying to fit in, why wear the fedora or top hat? Like, come on guys, really? The aliens don't know what our current fashion is. Because just dressing like that, like, we know you're up to no good. We know why you're there. It was way too obvious, okay? Aliens coming in being like, hey, so where's the people that saw this UFO? And then they were gonna do a little and make them forget everything. Or if, you know, the Men in Black will, and then they would forget everything. But that wasn't the case. They didn't do a good job. Okay, they're not too stealthy.
Sorry to bother you so late. I'm Jeff Rushmore with the Winfield Police Department. I'm an investigator.
He claims he's
suspicious
on a missing person case and asks what investigators say were police-related questions. But police say he never made any threats or tried to enter the homes. Even more bizarre, when no one answers the door, he still stays in character.
640 George, individual's not answering the door.
Police put out these photos of real police identification, warning they will always identify themselves by uniform or credentials.
What did he want with them? Or maybe this is just his fun hobby where he's like, you know what, I'm just gonna pretend to be a cop today and go door to door. Probably that, because he didn't do anything. Also, he is a method actor. The fact that he stayed in character when no one was home, he was still like, yeah, 4377. They're not opening up their door. Over. I'm just mind blown. Give this guy an Oscar. And also lock him away, because who does that? And why was he doing that? What? Did he try to climb on top of their little garage hut? And then it fell? I think that's what it was. Wow, way to be stealthy, dude. Way to be stealthy. Not only are you caught on camera, but you ruined 3 cars in doing so, and you're gonna have to pay for all 3 of those cars. The damage and the damage of the house. Not stealthy. This man was like, I'm gonna get inside, I'm gonna crawl up on top of this thing, and it just gave up on him. Not smooth at all, okay? Don't take tips from this guy.
What's the name of the person growling?
What was that?
Yo, are you kidding? The name of the person growling.
The door just opened and closed by itself? That's a demon, especially if they're growling. Straight up demon. I was expecting a pop-up. I was so ready to have my hands up, ready to, you know, but thankfully nothing popped up. But if you hear something growling, clearly they're angry with you and you should just get out of your house, you know? Especially if they're making themselves known like that, opening and closing the door, you gotta get out, okay? Sage the house, burn the house. What? Oh my god. Oh. Wee! He just flew up and they just let go. They're like, oh, he's gone. And they just let him go. That must have been kind of fun though. Like, come on. You're like on a ride of your life. He's holding on. He's fine. Little wind picked up. It's okay. That would have been fun, but also scary, and I wanted to know how he got back down. Hopefully he got back down safely. But those two guys, they're like, oh, he's being lifted. Oh, let's just let go. It's fine. Bye, see you later. Never seen again. He's probably off in Kansas.
Shroud of Turin. But Christian history tells of another miraculous artifact bearing the mark of Christ, the linen veil of Veronica. It's believed that the veil was worn by Veronica, a pious woman who was in the crowd on the fateful day that Christ carried his cross through the streets of Jerusalem on the way to Calvary. Taking pity on the exhausted man, Veronica used her veil to blot the blood and sweat from the face of Christ as he passed by with his burden. Christ was so thankful for her kindness that he left an impression of his image on Veronica's veil. She kept the veil until she realized that it had miraculous healing powers.
What? Miraculous healing powers? Where is this veil now? Like, do they have the veil? What happened to the veil? Because, you know, that could be important using it today, specifically. That is insane. Like, she dabbed the blood and then all of a sudden it's just like, I'm gonna leave my face print on this veil. Where is it and why can't we use these healing powers? Come on, we have it. Why can't we use it? Just heal people. Don't bring them back from the dead though. We're not going there. Please don't do that.
When you play it back in slow motion, you realize that something very strange just happened. The owner of a car walks up to their vehicle in a parking garage and put down their belongings so they can find their car keys. Suddenly, all the alarms of the nearby cars set off. But what could have possibly done that? Surely they aren't sensitive enough to be triggered by someone shopping. Watching it back slowly gives an explanation, but one that raises far more questions than it answers. You can clearly see an object flying past
what was
quickly,
that?
and it seems that it's this that has caused the commotion. The car owner even looks in the direction of the object for a brief moment, implying that they sensed the presence of something there, but it disappeared just as quickly as it had appeared.
What was that? It looked just like a black crow. I think that was like, what is that called? The port key. Port key. It's Harry Potter and Dumbledore, and they're zooming by to get somewhere. No, seriously, don't know what that was. A ghost? Whatever it is, it had enough energy to set off all those car alarms, which is crazy. And it just zoomed by super fast. I'm telling you, it's like somebody time traveling or transporting from one place to another. That's what it is.
It shows that some models might just be able to do it already, despite not having the technology you'd find in a Tesla. After driving across a busy road and parking her car, a woman and her passenger leave to go to their appointment. What happens next is unbelievable. Despite seemingly having been parked with the brake on, the car reverses out of the bay and drives around the corner into the nearby street. You may think this is just a case of someone leaving their vehicle in reverse, but then it starts driving forwards too, then reverses again and keeps changing direction until it comes to a full stop.
What? Is her car possessed? What was going on there? She left her car, she parked it, then all of a sudden it started driving by itself. If they drove away, I would just think that it was someone that she was with, but the fact that it just randomly backed up, turned around, and then was like going back and forth until it stopped, I don't know what to think about that.
Are occasional reports elsewhere though, and this video shows an unusual object off the coast of Chile. The images were captured by a Navy patrol boat, who at first thought it was a helicopter. Things took a surprising turn for them when they contacted air traffic control, however, who confirmed that there were no flights in the area at the time. The object began to make some unusual maneuvers and started to release thick smoke that almost looks like a cloud. What's even more peculiar is that this cloud couldn't be seen by the naked eye and could only be detected on negative camera footage.
At first I was gonna be like, aliens, UFO, like that is a spacecraft. Actually, it could be, but the stuff that it's like emitting that we can't see to our human eye, but it's, you know, we can see it through other devices. What are they spraying down on us? Just saying, like if that was an alien UFO spaceship, what are they spraying? You know, maybe the aliens have some sort of mind control gas that they're spraying down on us? Who knows? Or maybe it's a government thing?
It's earlier days. The page is relatively plain. It contains an all-black background and a few lines of white text linking to other pages. The text is cryptic, and many believe that it might be a page for recruiting others into a cult. It was so concerning that authorities looked into the page but were unable to trace it. Many of the internet users who heard about the page were curious about the bizarre links that the page redirected to. It seemed to be filled with strange puzzles that other users were meant to crack. The site took users to crude drawings of pyramids, and others appeared to be Schrodinger's cat.
What on earth? What website is this? Number one. Number two, how can I find this website? Because I want to crack the puzzles, okay? Not because I want to join a cult, okay? Let me make that clear. I don't, not interested. But I'm down to crack some puzzles. Maybe I can get down to the bottom of this, you know? You never know.
We all kind of know the ingredients of a Big Mac. The burgers, the cheese, the lettuce. But something which would shock us all if we found it in a Big Mac would be a Durex. One customer found a Durex slipped just under the middle bun in their Big Mac. Now I know McDonald's makes their food at super fast speeds, but no matter how fast this employee was making the Big Mac, it's hard to see how a Durex could have slipped into the burger. In fact, why would they even have a Durex in the kitchen? Really makes you wonder what the staff are getting up to back there.
Oh my god, they're all when we're not looking.
It was buns.
So that's how they make Big Mac sauce.
No, Chris! Way too far!
Oh, write that
Way
joke
too
down.
far!
Oh my god, that's absolutely revolting.
But one customer got an incredibly unexpected surprise in their sandwich, which I doubt they requested. They found a giant 6-inch knife in their sandwich. They were trying to break the sandwich into 2 halves, but got confused when they couldn't. They then took the sandwich apart and found the giant serrated knife. I don't know if the Subway worker was trying to take the customer's life, or if they just misplaced their knife. Not only was the knife in the sandwich, but it was baked right into it. This was during the lunch rush, so maybe it was an accident by a very dopey employee. The guy did actually take a bite of the sandwich before trying to break it in half, but luckily it was the side with the handle and not the blade.
Wow, this is the only one so far that I understand.
Yeah,
that
like if they were
could have
going
happened.
fast and then they just kind of...
But that's a big mistake. Like, oh, if that person had been into the
He was just like,
sharp
I'm gonna
end.
take a big bite and just like shoved it all the way back and...
Oh my, what if he put the whole thing in his mouth, blade
And
straight
just-
down? That employee's gone.
No.
They took him behind the building and put him out of his misery.
With that same knife.
20-year-old son took a lunch break. They saw something strange in the bag. According to Fuertes, the bag was full of spider webs, and between the grapes, they could see a spider. As they inspected the bag, at least 2 more spiders crawled out, both black, shiny, and with the distinctive red hourglass. Yes, their bag of grapes contained black widows. These spiders, however, are rarely deadly. Their neurotoxic venom is extremely painful, though, causing muscle cramps, vomiting, and dizziness.
Really? You don't like spiders?
I hate it. I know, spiders is my biggest fear. Like, I can't even look at them, it makes me feel
I
sick.
thought the ocean was your biggest fear.
It goes spiders, ocean, snakes, and space. No,
Oh.
spiders, snakes, ocean, space. No, spiders, ocean, snakes, space.
Oh yeah, spiders in the ocean, they can just like F off. You don't
Yes,
deal with that.
exactly.
Or those little lake spiders that are on top, you just see them go.
I hate that. Oh, ugh. I heard so many horror stories about fruit and bananas combining.
I heard it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Bananas?
Yeah. Like people opening their banana and then it just filled with spiders.
That would be disgusting.
They always come from Brazil.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. Not to, no offense.
Yeah, I guess.
No offense,
But
just
like,
facts.
I'm gonna like super wash all my fruits and vegetables now.
Their ice cream, they both happily took up their spoons.
Oh no.
The two took a couple of bites before a horrible smell burst
No.
into their
Can't do
nostrils
smells.
and caused them to vomit. The two became violently ill after having consumed the ice cream and immediately contacted police to have it tested. The couple was traumatized to learn that an independent laboratory that tested it had found fecal matter in the ice cream.
Oh my God.
And the couple had ingested it.
Someone ice cream. That's too far. What the
Oh my God. So I'm assuming it was chocolate ice cream.
It was, yeah, yes, I would hope so. Oh my God, they literally ate
Who's going around like
ice
a vat of ice cream?
I mean, there's a lot of in the world, and
That's
we need
true.
to accept that.
That's true.
Yeah,
But
we're
still.
normal.
Mountain Dew is up there with the biggest soft drink brands like Pepsi, Coca-Cola, and Sprite. Mountain Dew is a soda made up of lemon and lime flavorings, and sodas seem kind of simple to produce, right? The soda just goes from a tube right into the can. Well, somehow a man from Illinois was reported to have found a mouse in his can of Mountain Dew. And apparently it was the entire mouse in his can of soda. He was so grossed out that he actually took the company to court for his troubles. But Mountain Dew said the drink would have dissolved an entire mouse into a jelly-like substance. It's pretty nasty knowing that Mountain Dew can dissolve an entire mouse. Anyhow, it's not known who won the court case.
I don't know what's worse. The fact that they're like, oh yeah, it's so toxic that it would just, it's like acid. It would just dissolve a mouse into jelly.
I just love how absurd that was. Like, the whole mouse was in a can.
A can.
How the in there? Second of all, you should be dissolved. Oh, maybe, I mean, I would have been fine if I drank it.
Ew.
Yeah, as long as I didn't know. I'd be like,
a jelly rat?
Be like, it's kind of thick today.
Is there boba in here?
I hate those. That makes me feel more sick than this video. I hate things that are in drinks that shouldn't be in drinks.
Yeah.
Like, if you share your drink with someone and they're disgusting and like after they eat and then they backwash and then
you
there's
see
food.
it floating at the bottom. There's like little breadcrumbs. Oh, I can't. I know.
I can't ever share a drink with someone.
It's gross. I agree.
In 2009, Oxfordshire resident Stephen Forrest took out a loaf of Hovis Best of Both to make sandwiches for his children. He noticed a strange dark patch covering the corner of 4 slices. At first, thinking it was a defect from the baking process, he took a closer look and realized it was a mouse. More horrifyingly, the mouse was missing a tail. Upon further investigation, no one could account for the tail.
So another family just ate a loaf. Peanut butter and tail sandwich.
There's one piece of bread missing and someone ate that tail.
Yeah. Okay, this one I can understand also because those things can just like crawl in and...
Yeah, but I'd hope they would check the bread before packaging, or do you think he crawled in after packaging? No. You would notice a hole.
Yeah.
I just feel very uncomfy. I don't want to eat anything anymore.
Yeah.
I don't trust anyone.
Why do we have to do this around lunchtime?
I know, because I'm 100% going to be ordering food today.
No!
So now I'm gonna
I was
have
going to
to
say I'm never ordering again. I'm grossed out. Like finding a hair is so bad for me.
I hate
I can't do hair. I can't do hair. Even if it's my own. If I see it in there, I'm like, I'm done. I can't. It's too much for me.
So, there was, what's the cereal? Toast.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's so good. Sorry. I got really aggressive there.
I'm so sorry I asked. I don't eat cereal.
What?
I'm
sorry.
so
I'm like freaking out over here. What do you eat? Rice cakes for lunch?
Breakfast, I usually have like a protein bar. And then for lunch, I'll sometimes have rice cakes with some lunch meat and then I'll put an egg on top. And then for dinner, I will sometimes just have nothing. I don't know.
Okay.
Is this concerning information?
Yes.
Oh, great.
No cereal for Lucy.
No, never. Well, I can't even drink milk and I don't want almond milk in my cereal. Anyway, there's some shrimp in his cereal. I've never had Cinnamon Toast Crunch, so I think the shrimp aren't supposed to be there.
No, it's not. Unless this was some Cinnamon Toast Crunch collab with shrimp, but I doubt it.
Which, respect. I mean, you're making the cereal classy.
Yeah.
This is cereal I would eat.
What happened? Like, was a worker eating shrimp for lunch and it was like, oh, I gotta get rid of these and like tossed it in?
Yeah, because that's the concerning thing. There's just the tails and not the shrimp.
Tails. Like, where's the actual shrimp?
And the tail part is the worst. Like, you know when you bite into a shrimp and you accidentally get the
little
skin.
Exoskeleton.
Yeah, and you're like, and then you got to pick it out of your mouth.
Yeah.
And then you maybe never want to eat shrimp again, but then you always go back. Oh, but it's all come out. Like the guy, everyone was like, oh, he's doing it for publicity.
Oh, I heard that too.
And then he's now cancelled because stuff has come out about him. People who've worked with him, people who know him, say he's a horrible human being.
Oh.
He's a narcissist, a misogynist, and the scandals that are surfacing.
The Hoffman's dog was on a special meat and vegetable diet to help with his skin condition. When she dumped out the bag, she saw something frozen that she at first thought was a weird-looking asparagus. However, on closer inspection, she discovered it was a frog. The Hoffmans contacted the FDA, who didn't respond as quickly as the family would have liked. I mean, who are you supposed to call when you find something weird in your food? They then reported their find to a local newspaper columnist, who in turn contacted the grocery store chain. That brand name of frozen vegetable was immediately pulled from shelves and inspected. No other frogs, though, were found, and the whole incident was put down as a fluke.
Still gross.
That's disgusting. This is why I don't eat greens. Because I don't.
That's why.
That's the only reason. I don't want to accidentally find a frog or any kind of whatever. I don't know
Amphibians?
That
Yeah.
word.
Got you.
I don't know what else is that word.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, thank you.
No, not a chance. I see it behind the cushion. You can't hide from me, creepy face. It kind of looks like, from where I'm standing, I'm not sure if this is what it's supposed to be, but it looks like Michael Myers, and it looks like Michael Myers' mask. Am I wrong? Am I onto something? Yeah, I swear to God that's Michael Myers. The mask, the William Shatner mask. Anyway, creepy creep behind the cushion. Quite peculiar how he's there. Where's his body? Did he cut a hole in the couch? It was like peekaboo. So many questions, but Michael Myers at the end of the day can do whatever he wants. I've actually used this in a thumbnail previously. It's very creepy. It seems, I mean, there's many different ways to interpret what the heck is going on here. There's lots of wiggly bits. This woman looks like she went through something. Like we've all been through shit. Woman looks like she literally went through shit. Something's coming out of her mouth. I can't tell if like it's physical and attached to her, or she's like expelling demons from her body. They're coming out, or it looks like a snake just chilling in her mouth. But then there's a second thing. I don't know where that's leading to. It's all very or is this a walking no, that's not a walking stick. Why would it be in her mouth? I don't know, there's many ways to interpret this. Either way is terrifying, and I don't like that she's looking directly at me. Also, what time period is this? The people in the back look more modern. She looks like she's from the 18th century. Okay, what the happening here? Well, clearly this couple, is that a man and a woman? Yeah, clearly this couple is going for a nice little pic. Although they're not smiling, so I don't even know if they're enjoying it, but the guy, he's possessed. A ghost has latched onto him. They're like, you are not escaping us. We're going to feed on your soul. And the ghost, for some reason, is wrapped in a blanket. It's a little chilly in hell. Actually, no, it would be warm in hell. Fiery pits of hell. I'd probably still be cold. I'm always cold. I'll let you guys know, because I will go to hell. This is what I want for myself when I die. To latch on to someone like this. Just be ever present and always hitching a ride. And it looks, you can see, sucking the soul. Or maybe this is one of those pictures where the person's already dead and they're taking a picture with the dead body. The post-mortem pictures that they used to do in the past. Weirdos. Imagine if we still did that today. Anytime someone died, we're like, okay, they're dead. Let's prop them up and get a pic with them. Oh, I've seen this picture before. To me, I thought it looked normal. But I guess that person in the back seat wasn't ever supposed to be there. Because I think it was something to do with what he was wearing, how he was looking. He was wearing this nice little suit. Maybe he was a time traveler. And then there's another reflection way in the back. But to me, I look at it and I'm like, yeah, this seems right, you know? Guy's driving him around. Passenger in the back seat. Might be a cab. He's driving on the right-hand side, which means it's London. Not London. It could be England. Black cab, you know? This seems right. What's the trick here? Am I missing something, Chris? What the heck is happening here? I mean, this picture isn't haunting me. I'm actually quite impressed with her. Well done for floating. Sometimes I think I can float. You ever play that game when you were younger? Light as a feather, stiff as a board. And you'd put your fingers like this under someone's body, and you'd gather around them and be like, light as a feather, stiff as a board. And then they would rise, except they would never rise in reality. That only happened in The Craft. That's what I feel like is happening here. Oh. What's happening here? It could, well, I mean, many things could be happening here. It almost looks like that girl's like RIPing herself. She's jumped. But that's a clean jump, and he's not phased. He does not care that she's going. Also, is this a big drop? Are they on a cliff, or is that line in the middle water, and then it's a reflection? I think it's a big cliff. I think she's jumping. I think she's saying yeet. She's yeeting herself. So she's either RIPing, or she's floating? Oh, holy shit. This is like the ghost of Christmas past coming out of the Christmas tree, looking for Tiny Tim. It's not a Merry Christmas, everyone. It's a haunted Christmas, everyone. What is happening here? Maybe that is Tiny Tim, haunting his family after his passing. What? I don't know what's happening here. Oh, she's got headphones on. I'm sorry, what century are we in now? Because I was not on the same page. Like, I thought this was definitely Tiny Tim era. I thought this was A Christmas Carol. Oh, what the creepy girl. It's always the creepy girls. What's going on here? Girl, white dress, creepy, dark hair. Her shadow is not doing what her body is doing, which means paranormal activity, which means she is a demon. A demon's in her body, unless she's already dead. I can't tell. Whoa. I don't even know where to begin. This is a scary picture. I'm very concerned. What I think is happening here is that an alien spaceship is overhead and it's beaming up all these people. They probably aliens only pick the people who are although I don't know why I haven't been picked yet. I pray that one day an alien sucks me into that spacecraft and I get probed. But I want it too much, so it's not gonna happen. Oh, the heck. Okay, well, there's some kind of creepy physical form in this baby's nursery. Sucks to be the baby, because something is under a sheet and it's like, I'm coming to get you. And then it's about to prowl. It's like a scene out of Insidious, where she goes into the nursery and then there's a face. What the heck? Imagine waking up, oh my god, this is like sleep paralysis. I bet this is a picture for sleep paralysis, because it's that feeling of waking up and you can't move and something's on you or watching you or near you, or you sense something's in the room. Really nothing's there, but imagine waking up and that's there and you can't move. Oh my god, just kill me at that point, kill me. Find a knife. Put it somewhere. Like seriously, I do not want to be alive if I've seen that. Look at the face! That's awful. No, thank you. That's actually really scary. Well done. That's terrifying.